Welcome to the Living Food Conference 2018. I'm your host, Vaughn Berkeley, and I'm here with your hostess, Jenny Berkeley. And today, we're excited to bring you Alexibracey. Alexi is a cancer conqueror and plant-based chef who guides men and women over 50 to outlive dementia by changing lifestyle habits so they can enjoy a productive, successful life with family and friends. Alexi has been a supporter of Eternity Watch magazine since 2012 and has written for us over the years. We're really excited to have Alexi on here. Welcome, Alexi.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited.
Awesome. So, Jenny?
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm your host, and we have a speaker here, Alexi. Welcome, Alexi, to the Living Food Conference 2018. Alexi is going to talk about glyphosate. Alexi, tell us a bit about yourself. What got you started on your health journey?
Well, 18 years ago, actually at the turn of the century, I like to say, it doesn't, the turn of the century, we think, 1900, but it was actually 2000. I was living in British Columbia and I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, which totally caught me off guard. And I went, me? Oh my gosh. So I spent hours at chapters and libraries because this is before the availability of the internet that we have today, and learned that diet played a really significant role in cancer specifically, because that's what I was researching. So because the raw food movement had started out there, I embraced it wholeheartedly. I went raw, totally organic, juicing, got rid of toxic toiletries, environmental toxins, and within a year I was cancer-free without any intervention, drugs, or surgeries.
Wow, Alexi, it has been a journey for you. It is, a learning journey for you. Your topic is about glyphosate. So what is glyphosate? Can you tell us more about it?
Well, glyphosate is a toxic pesticide. It was patented as antifungal, antibacterial, and it's the active ingredient found in Monsanto's Roundup, used by farmers across North America, and it has been declared by the World Health Organization in 2016 as a possible carcinogen. They're just saying it to be polite. It's not a possible carcinogen. It is definitely our carcinogen. And 16 billion pounds of glyphosate was sprayed in the United States alone this past year, and I'm sure Canada is very close by.
Wow, what a dangerous toxic chemical. So how does the glyphosate work when they spray on the soil?
Well, what it does, it prevents the bugs from attacking. It kills the bugs that attack the food that you're growing, so the farmers have more yield. They could probably do 2 crops in the season, and they don't have to worry about anybody interfering with the growth of their plant. But unfortunately, it interferes with our human system. Thanks to the research of Stephanie Seneff, who's a senior researcher at MIT, this is the Reader's Digest version. In your gut, there is the shikimi pathway where your proteins are broken down so your body can assimilate them. And so we have 9 essential amino acids from our diet, and 3 are made from the shikimi pathway. Glyphosate inserts itself into this protein synthesis, causing major disruption in your gut. It's similar like removing 3 vowels from the alphabet. You can't make a word out of it. What they say is the proteins become folded over, causing impairment of your digestion. It compromises your adrenal function. It's a major suppressant of your immune system, causes fatigue. Very importantly, it impairs the absorption of minerals from the foods that we're eating, and many other unexplained symptoms besides oxidative damage, and it has been shown to cause free radical scavengers in the gut.
Oh, and Alexi, what you're saying there about glyphosate, all of these things that you've found, that you've explaining here, how is it that we haven't heard more of it? What's going on with that?
Well, it's coming to light a little bit more in the last few years, thanks to the work of Jeffrey, who's written GMOs Revealed. He's written the Genetic Roulette. There's so much health-related or health-disrupting information coming to the forefront in the last 3 or 4 years that was not around for all these years, it always comes back to money. Farmers rule, the FDA rules. It's all about money at the expense of human health.
We'll have a lot of digestive issue, like people just ignore it. They don't know what is going on. Now you can see like glyphosate, not a good stuff in our environment, or even not even in our food. It causes a variety of, as you mentioned, chronic like health problem. And so how did this health problem related to like neurological disorder like being manifested these days?
The number one cause, put it this way, 50% of deaths worldwide will be due to neurological disorders, as in dementia and Alzheimer's. And so glyphosate in women causes Alzheimer's, and the deaths have gone up 663% in the last few years for women dying of Alzheimer's. And in men, this neurological disorder, because of glyphosate, results in Parkinson's.
Really?
And so it starts early because the glyphosates are in our water, in our rainwater, in our soil, in our food, in our supplements. It's just pervasive everywhere. So it starts in infancy and it's getting worse throughout the years. And by the time we get older, it's sort of full blown.
Yeah, it's always start from small.
Oh, wow, Alexi, this is some interesting information you're sharing here. All right, we got to take a quick break for a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back to the Living Food Conference 2018. We are here with our wonderful speaker, alexibracey, and your hostess, Jenny Berkeley. So, take it away, ladies.
Yes, Alexi. All these manifestation of neurological disorder between men and women, and like, what can we do about it? If we start from infancy, now we get into full blown right now as we get older, we're supposed to be enjoying a good life, but we're not. So what can we do about that?
Well, first of all, eat organic, especially the foods that are heavily sprayed with glyphosate, which includes all grains, all legumes, all beans, lentils, corn, canola, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, sugar beets, tomatoes, yams, papaya, yellow squash, zucchini. So it's just everywhere. And most people, think, well, maybe I'll cheat a little bit with the organic. So maybe you'll have a pepper that's not organic. But the worst thing is the foods that are sprayed with the glyphosates. It's just absolutely horrific. Maybe you can cheat with the pepper, but you can't cheat with the grains and the legumes and the sunflower seeds and the tomatoes and the yams. You just cannot do it. Another main thing about the glyphosates, it decreases the serotonin in your gut. And the serotonin is the precursor to melatonin. And melatonin means not enough sleep. And isn't everybody chronically tired all the time?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Oh, man. You're talking to the choir over here. I'm sleepy right now. Tell us a little more about this what you just mentioned there, Alexi, with the melatonin?
Okay, well, melatonin is really important for sleep. And if you don't sleep, you don't detoxify, because your brain detoxifies when you are sleeping. If you are not detoxifying, then the toxins cannot be removed from your brain and from your other body organs, so you become toxic. So that means your liver isn't working properly, your kidneys aren't working properly, and there's just so many symptoms related to a toxic body, and mainstream doctors don't know anything about it, and they don't know how to identify it. Unfortunately, people think they can do a 2-week detox cleanse by going to the health food store and picking up a kit. It's a waste of time. Your body has been accumulating toxins for many years, and so you need to take a product or something for a longer period of time, not just 2 weeks. You have to open the drainage of the lymphatic system, improve the function of the liver, the kidneys, the gallbladder, and then once these toxins are removed from your body, you need binders to absorb the toxins out of your gut to remove them. Otherwise, they get reabsorbed back into your body. So there are things to do to improve your gut health, and there's a few products you can take to remove the glyphosates from your system.
So tell us what kind of supplement you can take to remove glyphosate.
Well, it has been shown, I've taken this product for quite a while, since last year. It's called Biomedic, and it has been shown to remove 70 to 74% glyphosate within 6 weeks. Oh, and it also reduces the C-reactive protein, which is an inflammation marker, by 75%. Another product is called Restore, which breaks down the glyphosate, improves mineral absorption, but it repairs the damage done to your gut. So, those are 2 key items. And then there's a few home remedies you can do. Sauna to remove your toxins, the hot cold shower, chlorella, oil pulling, taking a powerful antioxidant as a fountain of life. And then, don't forget the prebiotics, the garlic, the jicama, the Jerusalem artichoke, fermented foods like kvass and kimchi. And the latest research is showing that even better prebiotics in forms of food are the green vegetables, your kale, your spinach, your dandelion greens, your wheatgrass, your kelp, your alfalfa. So, it comes back to food. And don't forget your sprouts. Yes. I mean, they are so powerful.
Yeah, it's nature medicine, there's so many stuff that we can take. I think, like, as you said, like a 2 weeks supplement product to detoxify your body, it can help. But constantly, like, everyday lifestyle habit is a change that you're constantly taking this thing, so your body will not be overloaded, will not be overwhelmed. It's a lifestyle that we all have to choose.
Absolutely. It's all about lifestyle habits that got you in not a good place in the first place. So, I challenge people, remove foods that contain glyphosates or GMOs or gluten for a couple of weeks and see if you don't feel better. And I guarantee you will feel better, because it's like the frog syndrome. You put a frog into hot water, it squawks. You put a frog into cool water and you turn up the temperature, it gets used to it. So, you think that as you get older, you're supposed to have aches and pains. That's a fallacy. The life expectancy today is 80. And if you're sick at 60, you decrease your life expectancy by 2 years every year. And one of the main causes is chronic inflammation. Mm-hmm. And one of the leading contributors are glyphosates.
Yeah, is as you say, like all these like herbicide that they spray affect us from, the longer you age, it exposes more significantly, and people think that as you age, you're supposed to have all kind of aches and pain. You're supposed to feel like everybody is like a norm. It's not a norm. Your body is not designed to have all the aches and pain. People are not willing to. I'm not sure whether they willing or they just ignore. If they have a problem with the pain for 10 years, they live with it. They say that there is no solution, or they're not willing to try. But there are people out there too, like me. If I have some kind of problem, like a pain, I cannot even stand the pain. I can imagine like 10 years of pain in my life. I cannot live with that. So I have to like find a solution to get rid of the problem.
That's very true. People think a pill is going to help, but a pill is never a solution. A pill does not solve your ill. If you eat properly, there is no need for medicine. And medicine doesn't work anyway unless it's natural medicine found in God's garden.
So besides food and supplement, is there anything else that we can protect ourselves from glyphosate, Alexi?
Optimally is to grow your own garden, but the garden has to be enclosed because the rain contains glyphosates. 60 to 100% of our air contains glyphosates. When you water your garden, make sure it's with a carbon filtrated water system. Otherwise, you're just adding more glyphosates. Don't spray your grass with glyphosates. Minimize your exposure to parks. And definitely, I wouldn't suggest for anybody to play golf because glyphosates are sprayed on golf courses, on city parks. So what I do is I take the two products I suggested. I take prebiotics, I take probiotics, and I really watch what I eat organic. And, raw food is the way to go because it contains the enzymes, the living nutrition, there's nothing else added to it to, enhance its growth or to make it look pretty, so to speak, or, shiny, whatever. So if possible, grow your own or from a reputable farmer that is organic. Food is your medicine. Medicine is your food.
Yeah, I agree. We all have to do our part, whatever we can do to preserve our health. Stay away from all these things.
Okay, well, we really enjoyed hearing from you, Alexi, and I'm sure our listeners did too. So, how can our listeners keep in touch with you?
Well, I have two websites. I have a website, stovelesscuisine.com, which I've had for like 15 years. It's all about raw food, but articles related to healthy lifestyle. And then my latest one is wholehealthacademy.ca, where I post a lot of articles, current research information related to health, not necessarily just food, but what would make you a healthy person. So either one of the two, stovelesscuisine.com or wholehealthacademy.ca.
Awesome. You have a special gift for our listening audience.
Yes, if you go to wholehealthacademy.ca and sign up to get my newsletter, or just to sign up, I don't really send out a newsletter at that site at the moment. I will offer a complimentary coaching session just to see where you're at with your health and steps that you can take to make it your best.
Thank you so much, Alexi, for sharing your experience and your perspective with us on the Living Food Conference Online Summit. And once again, thank you to our listeners for joining us on the Living Food Conference 2018.
I'm your host, Jenny Berkeley. Thank you for everybody listening to this conference with Alexi, and hope you guys learned something.